Zen Buddhist master Dogen Zenshi was the founder of the Soto school of Zen Buddhism in Japan, which promotes sitting meditation as the way to enlightenment. The Buddhist master was one of the most remarkable Zen masters in history and was also an outstanding poet. Dogen Zenshi is renowned for his extensive writing, namely Shobo Genzo, the collection of 95 essays, Eihei Koroku, a collection of his talks, poetry, and commentaries, and Eihei Shingi, the first Zen monastic code written in Japan. Master Dogen Zenshi was best known for Zazen meditation, as well as for his poetry that acts as a complement to the enlightening experience. The book, The Zen Poetry of Dogen, Verses from the Mountain of Eternal Peace, was compiled by Dogen scholar Dr. Stephen Hine. It is a complete translation of Dogen's collection of 31-syllable Japanese poetry, or waka, plus a translation of a selection of the master's Chinese verse, or kanshi. It offers a distinct and revealing insight into Master Dogen's unique style of Zen naturalist and ascetic philosophy. Spiritual poems are known to elevate loving consciousness and calm the soul. We now share with you excerpts from Part 2, Chapter 4 of the Zen Poetry of Dogen, Verses from the Mountain of Eternal Peace. Sango-style poems. The mountain filled with leafless trees, crisp and clear on this autumn night, the full moon floating gently above the cluster of roofs, having nothing to depend on and not clinging to any place. Free, like steam rising from a full bowl of rice, effortless, as a fish swimming and splashing back and forth, like drifting clouds or flowing water. If you take this portrait of me to be real, then what am I, really? But why hang it there, if not to anticipate people getting to know me? Looking at this portrait, can you say that what is hanging there is really me? In that case, your mind will never be fully united with the wall, as in Bodhidharma's wall-gazing meditation cave. My nose higher than a mountain, my eyes as bright as ocean water, my head moving freely like a fan, my feet as pointy as a donkey's. When I teach in the abbot's room, I like to raise my sweaty fist. When I preach in the Dharma hall, I always need to lean on my staff. When someone asks for water, I point to the bucket. When someone asks for rice, I offer a bowl. Previously, I observed the precepts down to the minutest details, like some kind of trained animal. Now, even though I wear Shakyamuni's robe, everyone in heaven and on earth laughs and calls me an old rice bag. A silver mountain crashed, and an iron wall ripped apart. In the wake of his menacing glare, who is it surveying the damage? How to describe this creature? The face of a demon, the head of a god, a body covered with red hair. He looks to be growing horns. Treading along in this dreamlike, illusory realm, without looking for the traces I may have left, a cuckoo's song beckons me to return home. Hearing this, I tilt my head to see who has told me to turn back. But do not ask me where I am going, as I travel in this limitless world, where every step I take is my home. The original mind ground is at rest, naturally at one with the spiritual, without ever having to strive for the Dharma, experiencing the truth in this body. Forgetting about labels like sacred and profane, the world-honored one, Shakyamuni, was enlightened. On seeing the bright morning star, while looking up with a weary but enraptured face. When he opens his true eyes, the pupils are clear. Looking at his face, he seems steady, tears having already been shed. Though his son has entered the realm of the dead, Lord Yama, you won't catch him crying. Hearing, thinking, and practice alone actualize the mind of original enlightenment. Whoever sees a vision of a god in a cave, ye seekers must come to understand, Kannon does not abide in this place. The unspoiled colors of a late summer night, the wind howling through the lofty pines, the feel of the autumn approaching, the swaying bamboos keep resonating and shedding tears of dew at dawn. Only those who exert themselves fully will attain the way. But even if you abandon all for the ancient path of meditation, you can never forget the meaning of sadness. Mind itself is Buddha, difficult to practice, but easy to explain. No mind, no Buddha. Difficult to explain, but easy to practice. Serene viewers, we thank you for your company on today's Words of Wisdom.